Thank you, and a big hello from London. An interesting series of weekly patterns last week. I'll start as usual with the currencies, and I'll begin with the Euro Swiss, which had a weekly key reversal down last week and has seen a dramatic continuation of that move lower this week. This is the second weekly key reversal down we have here since late May, and I suspect we may be in the second phase of a much larger move lower after that earlier weekly key reversal down proved to be the high of the market since April 2023. Interestingly, we also had a weekly key reversal up in Swiss franc Polish zloty, but so far this has gone nowhere, neither higher nor lower. We also had a weekly key reversal up last week, if only just, in the US dollar Nigerian naira 1 month NDF. And given the tentative nature of this weekly key reversal up last week, it is, I suppose, no surprise that we have had this week no follow-on higher and a tentative move lower, though still well within last week's range. Onto the financials, and we had an interesting weekly key reversal down last week in the EMini S&P futures. Now, what I found interesting was how this came 2 weeks after a weekly key reversal up here. So not quite an immediate countering action, but something that does show some indecisiveness on a larger scale here. So far we have been tempting a follow-on lower, and we've actually just started moving lower as I speak. Just within last week's range, we've moved out of it. My concern on this is that I saw no other patterns in any of the other stock or stock index futures that I follow. Now, the only thing I'd add is that we might be forming a very small bearish halfway hesitation here over the last week and a half. But I'll take a pinch of salt with that. Over now to the commodities, and we had a significant one in it not only being a flagship commodity future, but also how it stood out from the rest of the complex. You see, we had a weekly key reversal down last week in NYMEX crude oil futures, and one that has seen a significant move lower this week. Now, though we had no other energy futures I follow make similar patterns to complement this move, especially noteworthy was the lack of such a pattern in Brent crude oil futures, we have nevertheless seen a significant follow-on lower to this weekly key reversal down during this week. It is an immediate significant response to the stimuli created by that pattern. As always, I'm happy to answer any direct questions with anyone who's interested, and with that I'll finish this section from London. I hope that you found these comments useful. Thank you for listening. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and at the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Topic and ADM Investor Service International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.